Hi, everybody. Welcome to the PEMS Mastermind Summit. And today my name is Jamie Lynn Thomas, and I'm sharing with you some of my favorite tools for creating a ritual around the new moon. Thanks for staying with me. I had a little bit of technical difficulties when I started this feed because I am live from my mom's backyard showing you guys how you can use cannabis energy medicine on the run, on the fly, to create really powerful rituals that can transform your physical, emotional, mental, spiritual bodies. So I hope you were able to download my video, or download my, you registered for this webinar. If you were not able to download the webinar, I'm going to go ahead, or if you weren't able to download the handout that I gave you, I am putting that directly into the comments right now, sending that out. Okay, so you should have access to that. So after this, you can go ahead and review this for the next 24 hours. Which would be perfect because tomorrow the new moon is going to be happening. So if you take a little bit of time to clarify on your new moon intentions, you'll be able to really, really use the power of the new moon and Samhain, or the Halloween that we're having on Monday. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I like to start by thinking about what my 3 seeds of intention are. And what I did is I created the worksheet to help you to clarify your personal seeds of intention so that you could support your PEM systems over the next couple of seasons and really magnetize the power of your potential to transform your entire life. And using seeds of intention is really, really cool. In my life, I like to use goal worksheets. I like to review the way that my quarter went, and do my own personal business and interpersonal communication kind of goals that I want, my spiritual goals, my emotional, my mental goals for my entire life. And you can do this by getting clear. So I suggest that you use the worksheet that I created for you so that you can magnetize the power of the new moon and of Halloween towards your personal advantage so that you can really transform into a whole new being over the next couple of months. Suggest that you also use high vibrational remedies to support your PEMS system. And what that does, along with the season that we have, not only do we have the new moon, so the big changing of the fall season, that's what it's signifying, is the change of fall, where all the leaves are coming down off of the trees and all the energy is going down the trunk into the roots, where it is being taken to the heart, to the core of nature itself, where nature rests in this place of infinite potential, of germination for the next couple of seasons, or for the next season through fall and winter until spring comes around. So during this powerful new moon, you want to create your seeds of intention so that you can grow your life over the next seasons, autumn and winter. So what 3 things do you want to nourish, germinate, come to fruition over the next couple of months? What's going to spring to life when the seasons change and your seeds start to grow? So how do you utilize nature's amazing power so that you can transform, so that you get the support you need with your 3 seeds of intention? Clear on what your message is to the universe. When you are clear with your message to the universe, magical, abundant things start to happen. Think about The Secret and the way that when you start to clarify those intentions, all of this abundance starts to show up. When you stop worrying about things like fear and insecurity and start to transform them with the potential to be completely abundant in all of your physical, emotional, mental, spiritual bodies, you're able to use the high vibrational remedies to support those intentions to a whole nother level. So that when you use a time like today and tomorrow over the next 24 hours, you're going to really, really feel the power of nature supporting you over the fall and winter. How do you go ahead and figure out exactly what canna essences you need for you? Well, if you had a whole set, like my mom does, the one of only 3 prototype large sets available, she could just look at any one of these colors and choose. But for most people, you're going to want to start with the core 4. You're going to want to start with the 4 flowers that every single person is going to be working with at some point in time. And each one of the flowers will balance themselves as you use them. So my favorite way is to just look at this image and choose or the flower that I am most attracted to right now in this moment. Is it the red one? Is it the green one? The purple or the violet? What do you guys say out there? Yeah, purple. Purple. People love purple. Purple is Destiny's calling, and it helps support and lift the pressures of life away. But I'll post it in the comments afterward. Destiny's calling is one of those ones that just leaves you nourished, completed, and fulfilled. It helps you when you're questioning your calling, when you're questioning your life purpose, when you have racing thoughts, or you feel confused, lost, disorganized, or broken in some way. Like you're just imbalanced. And what I love about this essence for me is it completely helps me release the pressures of life and find my connection back to nature. So what a good one to choose. Thanks for sharing. Thank you guys. Thanks so much. Continue on to page 2. This is where the nitty-gritty comes in. This is where people have some challenges working with their shadow pack, the life questions that tear us, that let us know what our PEMS actually wants for us. And really, when that's difficult, you want to support it. You want to make it easier for you by creating a ritual around it, a form or the worksheet like I gave you. So for those following along on the worksheet, it's page number 2. So what are you going to do with your PEMS? You want to start by reflecting on the things that are serving you, that are working, and the things in your life that are not working. And you want to create this direct pathway between your intention to reflect on your life. Ooh, I was excited there. You want to be able to reflect on that intention between your shadow pack and what's working and what's not working. So you do that by creating this super highway. And really, the super highway is a connection of the shadow pack. And the shadow pack is just, it's the place where we carry our baggage. It's the place where we hide our faults and our fears, able to have enough vitality, life force, to be able to look upon it. And we do this with our personal awareness and our intention, which is why doing intentional ceremonies with the new moon, with the change in seasons, is so powerful and so important to create a direct connection between you and nature. Remember, the heart space resonates bioelectrically 100,000 times more powerful than the brain. And we know that the heart space of a human interacts with the bioelectrical field of the earth. So if you two can work together, consciousness to transform your personal shadow pack, think about the transformation you can have over the next 2 seasons, over fall, over winter. So how are you going to do this? How are you going to start to look at these life questions? Well, you're going to want to start by looking at your life questions. And the life questions they're going to help spark reflections for you on things that support your PEM system, the physical, emotional, mental, spiritual bodies, and then the things that do not support the PEM system. Really, you're going to take the questions as an opportunity. I do not want you to be very hard on yourself. If you notice resistance, if you notice anger, if you notice judgment, if you notice fear that comes up, frustration, acknowledge this inside of yourself. And try not to judge yourself too harshly. We all have fears and faults and frustrations. And this is just your personal opportunity to learn and grow from these fears, these things that lower your vibration, that lower the vibration of every single person around you, of every single thing around you. From the world by transforming yourself today, by connecting to your shadow pack. Build the superhighway and let your PEM system evolve. Take this as your personal opportunity to evolve into a whole nother you, a better you that you try to be every single day. Just grow and expand. Do it just like the garden does over the spring and summer. Take the infinite potential of growth to of growing, flowering, and seeding. And then take the fall as the start of the dark time or the germination period, the time to figure out what to become next. Come on, will you join me and raise your vibration with your 3 seeds of intention? So will you join me and raise your vibration with your 3 seeds of intention today by looking at these? And you can see behind me, I have my ritual space going. I've created a very simple ritual space on the go, on the fly. So this is where I'm going to encourage you to pull out your notebook, pull out the worksheet that I gave you. Start to consider the one thing most. And just let your mind flow. I suggest for writing for 10 to 30 seconds. Uncensored. Don't worry about grammar. Just word vomit it out there. Good. So for me, one thing that depletes me the most is negative people around me who do not support my vision. Have some of those people around you as well, right? So what is the one thing that makes you feel alive, radiant, and absolutely vital? What is this for you? For me, the one thing that makes me feel alive, radiant, and vital is when I work with the canna essences or cannabis energy medicine full or with my own system. Usually starts in my own system and then bubbles out to other people. So, what is the one thing that makes you feel confident, abundant, and absolutely secure in your life? Yeah. Thank you for that. Some people don't like that question. That question sometimes pulls up resistance. Notice that resistance in yourself. Write the answer down and focus on just one word. What makes you feel confident? What makes you feel abundant? And what makes you feel secure? For me, it's when I'm out doing my life's calling, doing the work that I am here to do in this world by sharing the messages of the plant spirit to reconnect the physical, emotional, mental, spiritual bodies through nature high vibrational remedies, through that PEMS reconnection using high vibrational remedies, right? Another question: what type of people support your personal PEMS system? Who supports you for your physical, emotional, mental, spiritual systems? This is one person who does this for all of your systems. They meet the criteria. Sometimes it's 20 people who only meet one or two criteria, and they are the people you get a little bit from, and from here, from there, for only your mental side, for only your spiritual side. Who are these people who support and nourish you, who make you feel amazing when you're around them? Your awesome tribe. These are the people you want to surround yourself with more. These are the people you want to connect with all over the world. So what would you like more of in your life? What do you feel like you're missing in your life that you would like more of? Or maybe there's something that you just absolutely love that's part of your life that you want more and more of. You only get a little bit, a taste, and it doesn't feed the need. For me, I love speaking. I love getting in a room full of people and sharing my message and sharing the cannabis energy medicine with them. What would you like less of in your life? What's not serving your life that you'd like to not see in the spring? I would like to find all the good, find a good space, a good environment, multiple ones that nourish and feed my system, right? Constantly evolving, constantly transforming. I always like to ask myself, because part of my life calling is, how do I make the world a better place? I want to help transform the world by transforming myself. So how can I do that? Transforming the world. Share in the comments below, and I will be giving away one free prize. Uh, for every 100 people, I'll give one free prize. So make sure comment in the comments below on YouTube or on Facebook, and let me know, how are you making the world a better place? How are you raising the vibration? What energetic resources are you bringing to this world? Because I know there's a lot of you out there, and I want to connect with you. So, how are you also lowering your vibration? How are you lowering your personal vibration and the vibration of everybody else around you? Yeah, one more. So for me, when I notice that I get negative, resentful, start to get into old habits, things that no longer serve my system, that were old patterns that come up when I am not working on my shadow pack, personal vibration and the vibration around me, which is why I like to do these exercises. That one, I put it in there mainly for me. So what else can you do to plant seeds of intention? Because setting intentions and planting seeds kind of go hand in hand. And really, there's a wired connection that we have created for ourselves that if we want to be more and we want to grow, we want to expand and fly out into the world, then that we need to be deeply connected to our source of calling and our reason for being on this earth and for being a personal vibrational being. At this time, in this place, in this wonderfully evolving energetic universe, right? You are here for a reason in this time and place. You weren't born 20 years ago, or you were born in this time and place for a reason. You are here, whatever age group you are. If you are watching this, there's a reason you're here. You are part of the Cannabis Energy Medicine Light Tribe. You're part of people who are heart-centered, who feel things deeply. People who are transforming this world through your great work of using Shadow Pack Reconnection. Thank you. So continue with that and make sure that you get engaged with your calling. And make sure that the universe conspires on your behalf, because when you start to create deep intentions between your shadow pack and your intentions with the universe, things start to happen. It is magical the way that things will fall into place. And really, when you get engaged in your calling, the universe conspires on your behalf to make it happen. So use the law of attraction and attract to you all the things that are going to serve your system right now. And, become the evolution, evolve your system, evolve yourself, transform, transcend that which you were yesterday. Take the vibration you were yesterday and let that be a thing of the past and raise to the new heights of infinite potential. Transform, and as you raise your vibration, your seeds of intention will become clearer and they're going to become more focused. So when you first begin, they're going to be all over the place, and that is okay. The more and more you get clarity, the more and more you work, the more you exercise this muscle, you are going to be able to create a superhighway connection to reconnect with the seeds of your intention with every new moon and every full moon. Magic that you can create. The quantum physics that you can create in 30 days. I challenge you, every single person out there, to take your 3 seeds of intention and work with them, bringing them up every single day, using the tools I'm about ready to share with you to create a cannabis energy medicine or vibrationally infused water that transforms your system and the world around you, an altar offering that you can use for your designated religion purposes. And I'm going to give you my version of it because I like to have fun and let my intuition and nature talk to each other and create exactly what I need in that moment and not be held rigid by a supposed structure that has to be done. In this quantum age, in this quantum world, we don't need that boundary. It is a limitation to our infinite potential. So get rid of that. Shatter it wide open. And there I censored myself. So you fill in the dot. All right, so let's go ahead and take note, because you could tell I'm passionate about this is obviously, right? Let's take note and get super clear on what is still murky or what's just hidden from your view about your personal life questions now. And now that you're going to have your shadow pack awake and kind of aware, it's time to figure out your 3 seeds of intention so that you can support yourself in the next coming seasons these amazing resources I'm about ready to share with you. So, I want to tell you something that I want you to hold in your heart. I'm going to be your coach over the next 30 days. I'm going to inspire you. As long as you put your comments in the box, right? I'm going to inspire you. Think big. Think so big. Think to the stars big. No seed of intention is ever too high to ascend to. You may not hit your super high seeds of intention in only 2 seasons. You might just program right with that universe and the universe makes it happen. Or you might have to continually come and get clearer and clearer and clearer on what your actual seeds of intention are so that the universe understands exactly what you want. So let me give you an example. People like to say, oh, I've heard it. I've heard some good examples, and Celeste O'Brien, she did a really good example in her class yesterday, which I think I might actually take. And but for me, when I think about it, and my own personal seeds of intention is, thanks Celeste, I appreciate that. Uh, for me, what I've noticed is I started working with these seeds of intention, and what my first seed was, I need money. And in Celeste's talk yesterday, which you should definitely watch, it's still on 24-hour replay. I will put that in the comments link as well. I need money. The universe wasn't hearing the direct connection. It was getting stuck in my emotional imbalance with money, my connection to money, and old patterns and beliefs around money. Get clear and say, oh, abundant. I started focusing on abundance and what money was for me, what money actually gave me that I was wanting. And it was really the abundance of everything, the abundance of a full fridge, an abundance of a nice wardrobe, an abundance of being able to, and things like that. Being able to have abundance, watching your business grow, watching your business transform, those kind of things. And I still am consistently tweaking to make it clearer and clearer every single time. So for you, be gentle. Start with just a couple of seeds that you would like to transform and grow. And I like to start small for seed 1, start medium for seed 2, and go big for seed 3. Because somewhere in between all those 3 seeds, I'm going to end up having more than just these 3 seeds of intention by the end of spring. If I review this worksheet that I had done now, and when spring comes, and, when spring starts coming around in 2017, I'm going to be looking back, reflecting on my seeds of intention. And guess what? A whole bunch of those suckers always tend to happen. They come to fruition. Whether or not I knew how that was going to happen, it actually was better when I did not have an expectation of how I wanted it to happen. I just let the universe make it unfold. And that's when you get clear on your intentions. Letting go of expectation, letting go of the fear of the expectation being broken. And you just let the universe connect to your seed of intention, and it will happen. So let's go ahead and do these. Seed 1. Anyone out there? Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah. You want to get more clients for the winter season. That's a good one. I like that one. Thank you, Pam. Yeah, exactly. I like to think physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. And I like to do that for all 3 of my seeds. And I like to take those together. So that's what I would do. Yeah, no, that's what I would do, Tina. Just start small, start simple, be easy with your system. Good. So now that you've gotten your seeds of intention written, I'm going to go by this fast because you can do this at home and then come and do the ritual I'm about ready to show you all by yourself. So remember when I had you connect and ask yourself what one color or picture you were most attracted to in the moment, I want you to do the same thing right now and choose a color or picture that you're most attracted to. Is it the same color or picture that it was earlier? Or is it something different? Okay, good. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to raise your vibration and we're going to support your growth by getting those intentions clarified by using nature for your benefit. I suggest you do both of these over the next 3 days. I want you to create an enhanced water bottle. And we're going to do that in a second. And we're actually just going to, we'll do that. We'll do that in a second. And then we're going to create an altar bowl or an offering bowl. And that's the very first one I'd like to do today. So I'm going to go ahead and pass over the camera to my wonderful helper here. Okay, everybody. So notice that, oops, I only need one anyway. Good. There, everybody can still hear me. Good. So notice my altar here. I've taken my altar. I've created a very simple way of creating ritual by just taking an old vase and filling it with water. Mom had this really cool decorative glass, and I'm going to use this as my altar bowl offering. So notice what we can do here. So what we do is we pour the water into the glass. And for me, this is going to be my offering to nature. I'm going to start here. And I was attracted to the color purple for Destiny's Calling, which means I'm going to take 1 drop of the essence. Actually, I'm going to put 3 drops in because I want to support each one of my 3 intentions. And I like to say my intentions out loud when I want them to be held at a more forceful intention. Or sometimes some people will sip into the water, spit into the water so that your saliva mixes with the high vibration energy medicine, and then you can place it on your altar and leave it over the course of the new moon. I highly suggest and placing it with it at the same time frame. You can also, if you have purchased one of our Core 4 kits where you get all Core 4 of the Canna essences, the colors you were just looking at, chose from the red, green, purple, violet, the grounding, the abundance, Destiny's Calling, and cleansing, you would take the treatment cup and you would fill it with liquid. You would grab the color or quality of the essence, place 3 drops in for each one of your intentions. So I like to think big, and I'm going to put out there that my number 1 first intention is to sell a whole bunch of books over the course of the next fall and winter season and help people raise their vibration through cannabis energy medicine. All right, so there's one. Number two, I want to go out and get Canna essences more into the world. I want more and more spas, more and more massage centers, more wellness centers using this product to help raise the vibration of the world through enhanced products that bring in revenue for them, as well as that create a joint venture relationship through the distributor, wholesale, retailer connection. So, yay, business growth, right? And then my third really big intention is a super personal intention that I'm shooting high to the sky, that as a physical, emotional, mental, spiritual relationship connection, that I'm going to finish the intention in my head and send it in here. So once you set your intentions, you connect to the intelligent water, you just place it down. I like to leave it in the moonlight. And if you leave your offering to the universe, you can do it every single month and leave it out for each lunar cycle. And I guarantee you, you will start to see changes. Use this worksheet every single month and see what happens in your life. Good. So now that we did the hard one, the setting of intention with the offering, I want you to just imagine that this altar offering is a water bottle. I told you I was traveling, right? Okay, this is a water bottle, and you do the same thing. You just add water to the water bottle, and then you add your 3 drops to the water bottle. And you can do this every single day over the course of the month, focusing on your intentions every single morning, stating your lower intention, right? You're shooting, I can definitely reach this goal in a month, right? You know you're going to put that one at the bottom. The one that you're like, "Oh, I think I could reach it. It's going to push me. I'm going to have to work kind of hard to get to this space." Well, that's your middle goal. And then the one that's like, "Holy moly, I don't know if I could make that happen. That's like been a dream of mine for my entire life." That's the shit that you put in number 3. That's the stuff that you reach for that you go for, because it is what's going to make you grow the next 2 seasons. So put your goals out there. Let me know what they are. Let each other know. Let's talk back and forth. Let's share these goals. Let's create a supportive relationship with other like-minded souls who are transforming their physical, emotional, mental, spiritual bodies with high vibrational energy medicine. Thanks so much for joining, everybody, the Physical, Emotional, Mental, Spiritual Summit. And come and see us for a couple of the other classes. Elaine Chef is doing an amazing class on 10 healing herbs for your garden, so you can start to prepare and grow your own garden on November 5th. It's on our webpage, our Facebook page. Check us out. I put the links in the description there. Click, click, and maybe make a card. Click right there, Jamie. I really appreciate everybody for coming and joining, and good luck with your new moon and Samhain, Halloween, fall season kick-ass rituals. Woo! See you later, everybody. Bye.